I'm telling you, everybody out there, these critics, they lie. See, these companies put money in their pockets to give you false critic reviews. Check this out right here. Why does She-Hulk have 87% critic score? And then you turn around and have Black Adam with a 44% critic score.
You lie!
No, Leonardo, I got this, trust me. You lie!
You had the best version on the tape. It's unbelievable. Oh, you playing it? Trust me. Now listen.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Theta J. Back like I left something, and I'm glad you're here. Yes, I'm glad you're here. And this is the Black Adam spoilers review for you. I'm going to break down to you, ladies and gentlemen out there, why this movie was absolutely dope and why the critics out there was lying to you, because they have their agendas that I'm going to speak about. Yeah, they didn't like this movie. I'm going to break down why, and it's going to blow your mind why. This movie was fantastic. It was action-packed all the way through. The Rock did a finger-licking good job in this movie, man. It was that dope. But before we get into this, and before we expose these critics, and before I review this movie, this is what I need you to do. I need you to watch this video all the way from the beginning, all the way to the end. Don't stop. Don't stop at all, because what that does, it helps me in the algorithm, and instead of YouTube promoting these shields and giving this fake biased reviews, you come to me and I give you the absolute real, because DC, Warner, Marvel, none of these people is in my pocket. And even if they was, I would have been like, hey Marvel, hey Warner, DC, hey, even though you're giving me all this bread, I'm still going to keep it real. So you might as well take the money out of my pocket now. That's how it goes. Also, if you want to help me all out, this is what you need to do. You need to smash that like. You need to smash that subscribe button. And you need to hit that notification bell. Because every time you hit that notification bell, it makes your boy Theta J feel oh so good and oh so swell. And why am I doing my arms like this? And why is my eyes closed? I don't know. Bars. That's what we do right here on the Theta J Show. Let's get into it though. This movie blew my mind. The critics tricked me. They made me think this is going to be a piece of dong. I thought it was going to be dumpster smelling juice. I thought it was going to be dumpster Slimer from Ghostbuster juice. But it was an absolutely dope, fun ride. Never did slow down. If I could compare this movie to something with just straight high action fun all the way through, the best comic book movie, the best CBM movie that I can relate it to is a Deadpool type of movie where it was just constant action, good jokes, and just everything flowed right. Everything was running through. Everything was going fast. Everything was going absolutely well. And the critics out there was talking about Theta J. Hey, you don't need to watch this because the story is bad. The beginning was good. No, it was good all the way through. Let's speak about the story, what this Black Adam is all about. So Black Adam, it starts in a place called Kandak, and I know I just ruined it, but I don't give a care, because give me a Kit Kat bar. Every time I think about Kandak, break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar, break me off a piece of that Kandak bar. But it takes place in a place called Kandak, and Black Adam, it showed us back in the day that he was a slave and he revolted. They was mining for this special orb that gives people powers. It almost put me in a sense of vibranium in Wakanda, but this evil king, he wanted it because he wanted to make this crown, and this crown was supposed to make him all powerful, but he was mistreating people to get that mineral. And a kid stepped up, started a revolt. And you know, the Shazam gods out there, they said that little boy is doing what he's supposed to do instead of these adults. How about we give him some power so he can be the champion of Kandak? And he absolutely did that. And we fast forward in the present time, and we have this young lady out there. She's on a hunt for that crown that evil king had. So she's searching for it, and she run into this cave, and she ends up finding the crown just floating in the air. They didn't explain why it was floating there, but it was floating. And you had these guys, I don't know if they was mercenaries or what, but they took over Kandak, kind of like similar of what the king was doing with Kandak in the past. But you had these mercenary guys, and they were trying to find the crown themselves. So they ran up to her and say, hey, give us that crown now, or we gonna bust you full of lead like a Yosemite Sam. So she was already cold with the ancient Kandak language, so she was reading the tomb, and guess what happens, ladies and gentlemen? Before she gave up that crown, she read them words. Shazam came in. My bad, Shazam. Black Adam came in, and he murdered them guys left and right. He was straight up killing cats left and right, and it was absolutely wonderful. And this is what I can't stand with a lot of the critics out there. The critics are talking about, oh, this is not a traditional hero. The movie told you from the beginning he wasn't a hero. He was a protector of Kandak. He wasn't a hero. By any means necessary, he needs to protect Kandak. That's what they said in the movie. Did I watch the same movie as these critics who was trying to talk about this film and dog it out? And I'm going to tell you the real reason why they're dogging it out. But I'm supposed to finish up with the story before we get into that. So Shazam, he's getting used to the world, and you know, he's killing all these mercenary guys. And then Amanda Waller, you know, leader of the Suicide Squad, she gets the Justice Society group together to arrest your boy Black Adam out there in these streets. And I just have to say, I actually enjoyed the Justice Society of America. Well, they wasn't Justice Society of America, excuse me, that's only in the comments, but they did a good job. A lot of people didn't like Eldridge Hodge as Hawkman. I thought he was dope. I thought his suit was absolutely dope. He was a great leader. He was actually the leader of the group. I was thinking that it was going to be Pierce Bronson, who was AKA Dr. Fate. Now, this is the thing about me. When it comes to the Justice Society, I thought I wasn't going to like the female Cyclone, and I thought I wasn't going to like the guy Atom Smasher, because those was like the least of the two. But they was actually enjoyable, and they actually played their role. They was not filler. They was needed in the group to arrest your boy Black Adam. So of course, when they ran up on Black Adam and Kandak, they went in and started fighting, and the fights are so dope in this. This is not your average DC stuff where you see men flying and hitting each other. You're seeing power from your boy Black Adam. You're seeing lightning come out, him using lightning, ripping people apart, fighting hard blows. You can feel the blows between him and Hawkman. And the thing about Hawkman, I don't understand how Hawkman was taking them vicious blows from Black Adam. And it was good to see that rivalry, that he had a rivalry in this story. So after all that, and they beat each other brains out, they came to the conclusion that, hey, this is not the bad guy. These guys, we need to quit fighting each other, and we need to see what's going on with this group. We turn out in this group, they got this guy who was with the lady in the beginning, and this lady in the beginning, she reminds Black Adam of his wife and his son. And the guy that was the leader of this group, he was playing like he was an ally, but he was actually a descendant of that ancient king in Kandak, and he wanted that crown. He needed that crown, but the little boy, her son, the archaeologist. Dang, I can't say that word. The woman that was looking for the crown, her son, he took the crown and he was running with it, and eventually the evil guy, he got the crown. And it was a dope scene that came at that point, because he told Black Adam when they finally met up, he was like, I'm going to give you the boy if you give me the crown. Well, they gave him the crown, and he said, freak this little boy, pulled the trigger, and blam. And this is when the beauty happened. With Black Adam, he lost it and exploded everything, and then he started losing his mind. I mean, he blew up everything in that joint. I'm surprised he didn't kill the little boy, but the little boy was protected by Dr. Fate. Let's fast forward towards the end, because I'm not going to spoil it all. I'm just going to get to the juicy part. When we get towards the end, Black Adam actually kills the main villain, but the main villain comes back because he had the crown of Sabak on his head, made out of these special minerals, and he came back as a devilish demon guy, and he was fighting the JSA. Black Adam at this point, he let the JSA arrest him because he felt guilty that he wasn't the true protector of Kandak. But we got a great story. We got a great story of how Black Adam was not the chosen protector. It was actually his son that was the little boy in the beginning. And Black Adam was the father of the son. And they was hunting the little boy down. So they was thinking, okay, this guy is so powerful. Black Adam's son is so powerful. We can't kill him. Let's kill the mother and the father and the whole family. So while Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, Black Adam was on his dying bed, his son decided to save him by giving him the Shazam power, and he became Shazam. As soon as he became Shazam, boom! They shot an arrow in his son's heart, and it made Black Adam the vicious animal that we know today. Now, fast forward towards the end, the JSA, they caught up with the demon guy that turned into a devil, and they destroyed him, and Black Adam stepped up to the plate and became the protector of Kandak. Now, this is the thing right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about the critics. The critics was talking about how this movie was slow. It was one of the worst DCEU movies that they ever seen in their lives. I'm going to tell you like this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you the complete truth why the critics hate this movie. The reason why the critics hate this freaking movie is because it didn't have no type of agendas. It didn't have no females stronger than men in this movie. Everybody just did a great job acting, and everybody did a great job just doing their thing and playing their role as that character. The fights was beautiful. It was nothing but action scenes all the way through, but it was no agendas. It was none of that. It wasn't that She-Hulk type of stuff that people like. It wasn't that Love and Thor and Thunder, all that type of crap. It wasn't none of that. It was just hardcore masculine fighting from the DCEU. And the thing about it is, the critics all have a pattern to themselves. Like Zack Snyder movies, his Snyderverse. They did the same thing with Man of Steel. They did the same thing with Batman vs. Superman, because these are very masculine films. Now, don't get me wrong. The women in Black Adam, they played their role. They did their thing. They did an excellent job and what they did, but it was none of that woke stuff that we see in the films these days. It was just an absolutely dope hardcore film. Speaking on the post-credit scene, I hate that I saw the leak on YouTube. I hate that I saw it. But it still felt good to see Henry Cavill at the end. He had the curls, he had the brighter suit, he looked like the traditional Superman. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Zack Snyder's version of Superman, but I also like this version as well because it's more of the comic book. It's more of the traditional Superman that we know. The bright colors, the hope, the curls in his head, man. It's just absolutely magnificent. And I don't understand how they got the curls going when my boy Henry Cavill, that hairline is pushing back a little bit. Hey, man, I can talk about this stuff. Fatal J hairline pushing back. It wasn't the same as I was in high school. You guys let me know what you think about this. Do you think Black Adam was absolutely dope? Do you think that the critics was wrong? Or do you think the critics was right about this show and Black Adam was absolutely trash and you want the Snyderverse to return? Get back at your boy Fatal J. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to hit that notification bell, because every time you hit that notification bell, it makes your boy Fatal J feel oh so good and oh so swell. Also, before I say the two words, check out these two videos related to Black Adam coming up. It will help me greatly, and it's free, and I'm out of here. Ninja vanish.